Okay, X, Y, and Z, and we are plotting the bars. So how can we plot? Let's have a look on this program. Okay. Again, we are using the first line is different. Okay, this time. What is written here from MPL underscore toolkits dot mplot 3D import access 3D. Okay, so this line is important if we want to plot 3D bar graph. Okay, so remember this line from MPL underscore toolkits dot mplot 3D import access 3D. Second line is okay. We are repeating this line again and again from import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Now the third line is different from import numpy as NP. So these second and fourth line is common, but the first and third line is different because we are doing something complex. Now next line is the style.use ggplot. So there are styles for the 3D graphs. So ggplot is one of the belongs to the one specific category, as you can also visualize in the output. Fig equal to the plt dot figure. So plt is the object of matplotlib.pyplot. So plt is working as the object. So we are calling plt dot figure function. So we will get the blank figure. Okay. For creation, if you want to create a new figure, then we use this function plt dot figure. Okay, figure function using the object plt. And finally, we are saving it into the variable fig. Fine. Now in the next line, you can see, now we want to create the subplot. Like ax1 equal to fig.add underscore subplot 111 projection equal to 3D. So this line is important because 111 is the location. Okay. And projection means 3D means there will be 3 axes, 3 coordinates, X, Y, and Z. So when we talk about the multiple dimensions, okay, so 2 dimensions, okay, if you talk about the X and Y, so it's the 2D. So minimum Z must be there. So X, Y, Z, W, K. So there can be multiple dimensions, especially when we talk about the deep learning and all this kind of stuff. So we deal with data not only in 2 dimensions, but in multiple dimensions, because sometimes the feature engineering and feature extraction process requires such kind of visualizations. Fine. Now we are taking X and Y. We are defining X and Y coordinate. X is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 to 10, and Y is 4, 3, 1, 6, 5. So these are random numbers I have taken in this program. And Z is np.zeros 10. So by default, I am taking this function np.zeros to define the Z. Okay. Now there is the size of the bars. Okay, so bars have some size. As you can see, there is some height, some width, some size is there. So to define the size, I have taken dx dy dz. So it's defining the length. Okay, length of the bars. So I defined dx np.1 stand, dy np.1 stand, and for z, because z is the height. So for height, I have defined 1, 3, 4, 2, 6, 7, 5, 5, 10, 9. So these are the heights of the different bars. Okay. Now bars have blue color. So if the height is more, we are assigning red color. If the height is less, we are assigning blue color. So the logic is written here. If h is in dz, okay, if h is greater than 5, then we are providing the color dot append is red, as color dot append is blue. So if the height is greater than 5, as you can see, if height is more, we are assigning red color. If the height is less, we are assigning the blue color. So we are using this logic to differentiate bars. So what is the end goal? Because in the data science, we want to visualize data. We want to differentiate data. We want to estimate the, on the top of it, we can have some kind of decision making. So that's why these colorings these representations are useful. Now in the next line, what is written? Plotting the bars, ax1 dot bar 3d. So this is the final function for designing the 3D bars. What are we passing? X, Y, Z coordinates, dx, dy, dz. This is the basically length, dimensions of the bars, and the color equal to color. So color we have already defined. And finally, we are setting x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. So in the graph, you can see x-axis is written, y-axis is written, z-axis is written. So we want to write x, y, z, okay, under these axes. So that's why we have written these 3 lines in the program. And finally, plt.show, and we are getting this output. So this program is to create the 3D output, okay, 3D output of bars. The next program is for the animation. For example, if you want to generate animation using the program, so the name of this program is the growing coil. As you can see, this is the growing coil, okay. So this is the animation. I will show you the if I execute the program, then I will get one video, okay. So video is the animation for this program. So how can I create the animation? Import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. This is the basic function. Now the second line is important, because second line we are calling the animation function. Import matplotlib.animation as animation. So this function, this point is important. Matplot.animation. So this class basically contains all functions required for the animation, and as animation, the final animation is the object. And third line is import numpy and np. So we need some mathematical operations, okay, some basic operations. That's why we are calling this library again and again. Now look here, fig equal to plt.figure. So we need to create some figure. So the coil, the growing coil, there is one coil, but this coil has been, there is some x-axis and y-axis. So in xy domain, this coil, there is existence of coil, okay. So we need to define x and y. So fig equal to plt.figure, okay, fine. So this is for blank figure. Ax equal to plt.axis. Then we have to define the range of x and y. X varies from this to this, y varies from this to this, and what will be the width of the line. So what have I defined? X lim. X lim is the limit of x. So x is varying from -50 to +50. Y lim is the limit of y. It's varying from -50 to +50. And LW equal to 2 is the width of the line. Line width equal to 2. So as you can see, so the width of this blue line is 2, and I am plotting it from -50 to +50 in x-axis, and in y-axis I am plotting again taking coordinates from -50 to 50. Now further I defined the function def init, initialization function, okay. So line dot set data, okay, then some empty brackets are there. So this function is written to initialize the frame. So first of all, what happens? The frame will remain blank, okay. After that, this coil will grow. So everything it starts from null point, na? Further some calculations happen and something appears within the screen in animation. Later I have defined x data, y data, okay. And as you can see now, this line is important, okay. Now I am defining the animate function, def animate I, t equal to 0.1 into I. So this variable will define the t parameter, and this t value will pass into x and y, because there is x and y. So something will happen within x and y. So what is happening? We are getting one growing coil, okay. So x is t into np dot sine, t y equal to t into np dot cos. So we are taking the sine distribution in x-axis, and we are taking cos distribution in y-axis. So we are getting different points, okay, as per the value of t. But we are taking some, we have to take some distribution, okay. So we are taking sine and cos distribution because we need a specific pattern of a coil, and sine and cos wave is very much relevant for it. So we will get different point. For each value of t, we will get one x. For each value of t again, we will get one value of y. We will keep on appending these values. Okay. The next function is the append function, x data dot append x, y data dot append y. So we will keep on appending these values, these pixels. So pixels will connect and line will form. Fine. Later line dot set underscore data, x data, y data we will pass, because everything is coming from initiating from t 0.1 into 1, entering into sine and cos functions, and further whatever we are getting, it's getting appended into x data and y data variable. So finally we are passing x data and y data variable to line dot set underscore data, and we are returning the line. So this line is not straight, it's circular in nature. It's circular in nature. Fine. Now the plot dot title is the growing coil. Now look at this line. We did not use it in previous programs. Hiding the access details. PLT dot access off. Although we have x and y, but in the final diagram, in the final output, you are not. Is there any axis? There is no x and y, because we have turned off x and y. Okay, to get the better inference, in order to get the better look and feel, we turn off the x-axis and y-axis. Now what we do in the end, we call the main function of the matplotlib as we do in general. Okay, so animation dot fun animation, we are passing fig is the blank figure, animate is the variable that we have taken. Then frames, how many frames equal to 500 frames will be in the video, and the interval between each frame will be 20. Okay, so these are the parameters. And finally we are saving anim.save animation underscore coil.mp4. So with this name we will get the video, and ffmpeg is the writer, video writer. Okay, and fps is 30 is the frame per second. Fine. So this program is little bit complex. So I just show you the output. Okay, let me show you the output. What is written? Okay, you have some query. Okay, yeah, you have some query. Okay, let me, I was in the flow, that's why I did not stop, sorry. So let me show you the output of this program. Okay, the animation. So the animation, let me open it. So there is one good news that we have last lecture. Okay, it's my last lecture. So we will meet again in some with some different course. It's good. Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can see.
Yeah, so this is the output of the program, the growing coil, as you can see, the output of that program. So you can generate animations. Okay. It's very interesting. Yeah. So it will keep on repeating. Okay. The video is in loop. Okay. So this is the output. So now I want to listen your question. What is your question? Someone dropped the query, and what is the name?
How is the penalty.access is on, sir?
Yeah. What is the question? Pardon?
In your coding, how about if the plt.access is on?
Yeah, if I will on plt.access, then you will see x and y in the output. X and y. So in order to give the better look, we turned off x and y, because we need better visualization. Okay, it's all about look and feel in animations. If you talk about the animations, it's all about look and feel. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, Mr. Ankur.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I've just joined in this group so lately. So I don't
Okay.
know what the rule. Is it
Okay.
possible to asking you while you still explaining the material, or we just have to finish all your material first?
So okay, so what is the process basically? I think it's my third lecture. Okay, so I am taking 2 hours lecture. So what is the process basically? I started from the basic Python. Okay, so what is the
Okay.
basic procedures in Python? Then because your course is all about the business intelligence, so I jumped into data science part. Now because there are three important things. Okay, the first thing is the data, then the data aggregation, then visualization, and the fourth part is the inference. So I am currently talking about the third part, that's the visualization. Okay.
Okay.
So for visualization, these libraries are very much popular in academia as well as in industry. So from industry point of view, I am talking here.
Okay, about the, I don't know, is it a rigid coding or not? I need your explanation. It is written in the screen that animation. Well, my question is about the animation as animation. Is it our improvisation or is it a rigid code?
What I could not understand. What you want to ask?
In that screen before that, where you explain about how to make animation.
Yeah.
So I see a written animation as animation. So this is my simple question as a people don't understand about this.
Okay.
Is
Okay,
it,
fine. So
can we?
Yeah. So basically,
Can we make?
Yeah. Can we
Yeah.
implement? Please continue.
Can we make improvisation, or is it all rigid code?
Okay.
All the
I got
coding
your
is
point.
rigid. I mean,
Got
we
it.
cannot
Got
make
it now.
we cannot change.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
got it
thank
now.
you.
Yeah. So no, it's not rigid. As far as programming is concerned, so there is wide scope of fluctuations. Okay, it's just the one use case. So what is rigid? What is rigid? The base function of matplotlib, the base function. Let me share the screen once. Okay. So.
Mr. Ankur, how?
Yeah. Let me answer this question. Okay. So
Okay, thank you.
Okay. She is Ms. Ranti. Okay.
Ranti.
Okay, Ranti. Okay, sorry. Sorry, my pronunciation is not
No,
that
it's
much
okay.
correct.
It's okay.
Okay. Because see here, okay, what is written here, import matplotlib.animation as animation.
Yes.
So whatever is written in matplotlib, that is hard coded. Okay. So there is some limitation of that. What is the limitation? As you can see, animation dot func in this line, call the animator. You can see anim equal to anim is the final keyword. Animation dot func animation. So these are the arguments. Fig is the blank space. Okay, xy. Animate is the animate variable is the instance of animation instance that we are taking from matplotlib library. This is the initialization function. These are the frames. Frames means how many frames will be there in the video. Interval is the after one frame. Okay, between two frames, what will be the time? Okay, so these are some parameters. So this function is hard coded, but you can change values to generate different kind of outputs. For example, we are getting the growing coil. Why are we getting the growing coil? We are getting the coil. Coil is rotating because we have taken variable t equal to 0.1 into 1, and we have defined x and y as a function of sine and cos. That's why we are getting this kind of output. But if I make it 10, for example, if I change it instead of cos, I make it 10, then what will happen? I will get something else. Okay, let's do it. Even I did not try it. Okay, so let's do it. What happens? Browser is little bit slow. Okay.
So we just change
Yeah,
the
this code is
value.
run. Yeah. No, this code is running. As you can see the star here, na? It will take time.
Okay.
So this code is running.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay. So we will get this code is running because I am on CPU. Okay. For these kind of things, some fast computers are required. I'm on slow computer. That's why the output is taking time. But we will get different kind of output.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you getting the point? So nothing is hard coded.
Yes, I get the point. I mean,
now you can
thought...
see the output. Now you can see the graph.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, yes. Okay.
This is the result. Okay. And let me look at the video also. Let me look at the video also, because I think I will get different kind of video. Okay. Let me look at the video. Where is the video? So it's okay. It's very interesting. Okay. Thanks for the question. Thanks for the question. Its output is
my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Just wait for a minute.
All of the animation is turned into MP4.
Yeah. Because we are saving it like that. Now look at the output. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
See. This is the power of programming.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. Eh? It's very interesting.
And how about the speed, sir? How about the speed of this animation? Can we adjust or just like?
Yeah, your mic is turned off, Mr. Ranta Komala. You are saying something?
Yeah. What I ask is, what about the speed of this animation? Can we change it or it's default? Thank you.
No. We can control the speed. So what is the speed? How can I define the speed? Speed depends on the number of frames. Okay, if I reduce the time interframe, okay, if reduce the time between the frames, then automatically the speed of this animation will increase. Fine. If I want to increase the length of this video animation, then I have to increase the number of frames. So we are talking about the programming. Okay, there is infinite possibility. there is infinite possibility. So this is very small glimpse of the potential of data analytics and Python. Okay, this program is a little bit critical. Okay, I understand the program is not that much easy, but by understanding this program and practicing this program, you can generate different kind of animations. You have to explore this function, the base function that is defined under matplotlib. Fine. Is it making sense to all of you?
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now coming back to the next program. Okay. Even I did not look at this code like that. Okay. Because of your query, I reached up to this conclusion. That's why questions are good. Keep on asking. Okay. What is the next question? Sorry, I am late. Oh, no issues. Now jumping back to the next program. So next is next is the box plot. So as you can see this is the box plot graph. So this graph is not common. So when we use this graph, if we want to identify the outliers, do you understand outliers? Outliers means, suppose outliers means, for example, you have the data. Okay, if you have some data can be any data. Okay, for example, the data of age. Suppose I collected the age of different student present in your university. Fine. So, and there are values 10, for example, 20, 25, 30, 40, 30. These are the values. And suppose I get one value 125. Okay, 125 or 0.5. So is it possible is it possible for any student to have a student of 0.5 years? for university. It's not possible to have any student whose age is 0.5 years, only 6 months. So that value is outlier. If I am getting any value there, that is 126, 130 or 200. So 200 is not possible. Oh, that's the outlier. So, it's a very simple example, but if I talk about the fintech, okay, a few industries just like fintech, okay, so millions of transactions are happening on day-to-day basis. There are a lot of analytics tools running on the top of the data. Okay, so sometimes we need to estimate the outliers in that scenario, because we want to identify the defaulters. Okay, we sometimes we analyze the CBL score. So there are different scores. So in that scenario, these graphs are useful. These graphs are useful, very much useful. Okay. So how to generate these graphs? Very simple. In Python, you will not feel any difficulty because all functions are there. Again, import, as you can see, import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, the base function, import numpy is NP. So we are talking about it. Okay. Now look at it. Next point is important. np.random.seed10. So whenever we talk about the random value, there is one seed value. What is seed? Do you have any idea? What is seed value in case of random values? Seed value means yeah. Anyone who wants to answer?
Seed in Indonesia, benih, like bibit.
not in Indonesia. I am asking. I am asking in terms of computer science. Okay.
Random numbers.
Yeah. What?
What's the question? Sorry.
Sorry, I could not understand. What are you saying?
What the question? Sorry.
What is the seed value? Suppose you want to generate any random value. So when we talk about the random value, always we talk about the seed. There is one seed value. Using the seed value, we can generate random series or anything like that, something like that. So what is seed value?
Basic value, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Basic value, yeah. Basic value,
I don't know.
yeah.
I'm just guessing, actually.
No issues. Guesses are also important. Okay. So what if I change it? I have taken 10. Suppose I take 20. Then what will happen? My target is to generate the random value. Okay, in 3D space. So seed. Let me tell you one point. Okay. So if I talk about the randomness, then randomness is very big topic in itself. Okay. So I want to generate pure random values. Okay. So if I talk about random values, if I'm talking about random values, I want to generate pure random values. So if there is, suppose I talk about the formula, my formula is, suppose there is a one output variable xi plus 1 equal to xi plus something constant divided by constant. So I think it will be very much typical for you. So just understand like that. We want to generate some pure random values in 3D space. So we want to initiate this problem by taking one value that is random in itself. So that's why I have taken here 20. You can take any value. So okay. So that value is, so I cannot guess that value, na? Okay. So from that point of view, from observer point of view, whatever values are coming in 3D space will be random in nature. Okay, so that's the philosophy basically. And in the second line, what is written? np.random.normal 100, 220, 200. So what is the meaning of these three values? What is the meaning of these three values? These three values means I will generate random values whose basically 100 is the mean, whose mean will be 100. So I will get random values, group of random values, but whose mean? Do you understand mean? Standard deviation.
Yes, average.
Average.
Yeah. So mean will be 100. Standard deviation will be 20. Okay, and 200 is the values. I will get different 200 values. Okay, but all values in in 1D, in one dimension. So these are the values. Okay, these are the two values. So all values I am getting in 1D. Okay, one dimension. Suppose if I do this, let's say this 200. So first of all, understand this program. Okay, so print data. I printed the data. After that, fig equal to plt.figure size. Fig size equal to 10,7. So I am getting one figure. I am generating one blank figure of dimension 10 cross 7. So this is the dimension of 10 cross 7. And within this dimension, I am doing plt.boxplot. So boxplot is the function that is already there in matplotlib. As animation function was there, similarly boxplot function is there in matplotlib, and I'm passing the data as an argument. Data is written here, no? Data equal to np.random.normal. So I pass data here. Okay, so by getting these random values, this plot will appear. This plot will appear. So as you can see the orange line in the plot, orange line. Can you see the orange line?
Yes, yes.
Orange line is reaching towards 100 in y-axis. So this orange line is defining the mean of the data. Mean of the data. Okay. So if in this diagram, in this situation, we provided the data. Okay, I provided the data because I have written the program. So I already know the mean. I am already aware about the standard deviation. But when the data source is unknown, we are just getting the values. So this kind of figures are important. Okay, noise is coming. So who is talking? Please turn off your mic. Okay. Admin, please turn off the mic. Who is speaking?
Mas Sukri, di mute Mas Sukri.
So this is the orange line. Okay. So the data source is unknown. So we will automatically get the average of the data as well as the important data points. Okay, will be aggregated here. So I can see 100, 120, or minus 20, 80. So the standard deviation. Okay, what is the standard deviation? This data is deviating up to 20, either in plus or minus. That is the deviation, na? Standard deviation. What is the deviation? How much it's varying from its mean. Okay, so it's deviating 120 or minus 20, it's 80. So this is the box basically. So we can get, if we have the data points, so we can get the average line. We can get the box that's denoting the upper range and lower range of the data fluctuation. So that's why these graphs are important. Okay, so how will we identify the outliers? Okay, if suppose we have the data points, okay, we suppose you have the 1 million data points. You designed this type of graph. Okay, so what is the outlier? If something is falling out of, if something is falling far or something is falling away from this box, then you can definitely identify that these values are something not directly related to this data. So there are chances that those points are irrelevant. So you need to remove those points, or we also call it the noise in the data. Fine. Any question?
You mean the outliers is the extreme value, isn't it? The extreme value, isn't it?
Yeah. What you said? Outliers are
extreme values.
Extreme. Yeah. Actually, exception. So basically, what is the drawback? What is the drawback? If there is, for example, what is the drawback? If there is noise in the lecture, what is the drawback? I cannot speak properly and you cannot understand. Similarly, if there is a outlier in the database, then what is the problem? You will get wrong inference. Now your business, or this is very simple problem. Your data source is unique. Sometimes you get data from multiple sources. Then you aggregate, then you take inference. If there is one noise in every data source, then in totality, what will happen?
Mbak Alfi bisa
No
nge-mute dah.
questions. No question. Okay. So suppose if I change the data, if I want to visualize it in, and this is the dimension of the data. You need basically values, but in which dimension? So currently it was 1D. I am making it 2D. Now let's see. Sorry, 100 is okay. I put it 5. Now you can see, okay, 2D data, and within this data, can you see? Now we are getting 5 box plots. Okay. In 5 dimensions, we are visualizing the data. We can visualize the data in 10 dimensions. Okay. So because I have done 200 into 5. So that's why we are getting this. Okay, fine.
5 or
so this is the basically the, yeah.
I see 4. I see 4.
Okay, let me check. No, it's 5. 200, 5.
Yeah, no, I mean in the no.
See this line?
In the picture, in the picture.
We just see 4.
Okay.
The picture is only 4.
Okay. No, actually it's. Oh, sorry. Okay. Output will be 4. Sorry. Output will be 4. The dimension will be 5. Dimension of data will be 5. 200 cross 5 will be the matrix, and output will be 4. Sorry. Fine. So this is basically, these were some basic examples. Okay, you can visualize the data. Okay, using matplotlib, using pyplot, etc. Now I want to show you some another important points. Suppose as I was talking that for data, what you need. I was talking for data, what you need. You need some strong GPUs. Okay, you need to, how can you perform the experiments? Okay, so there are some resources. So let me share the resources. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is basically one resource. Okay. Suppose if you want to do something, I will share this in the WhatsApp group also. Suppose if you want to perform some experiment, okay, and you need the hardware resource, but if you don't have the hardware resource, then you can go here. So what this company is doing? It's providing the fast, simple, and secure way to process and handle data. Okay, way to handle and process the data. Okay, so as you can see, and if you look at the pricing here, so it's free. It's almost free for the students. So it's the useful resource. Let me show you here. Can you see $0? if you want to use it for low instance, means the for persistent storage. Oh, sorry, 5 GB persistent storage, and 12 hours it will not shut down for 12 hours. So you will get these many resources for free. So I think none of you are aware about it. So I am making you aware what is free in the open space, open domain. So you can use it. Fine. I will share this link in the group. Okay. So it's a very good resource. I have also used it for different experiments. So your need is increasing. For example, you are doing something and there is one team and you find that you need more resources. You need to, so then you can take something developer professional or something like that. But first of all, exhaust the free resource. Okay. Once you are done with it, then you can move ahead. Okay. Let me show you another resource.
Is there any examples that we can try in that web?
Yeah. Examples you can try. I am coming to that. First of all, I'm just sharing the resources. Okay. The second, this is another important resource. You can see that is the WANDB. It's the weights and bias. It's getting very much popular nowadays. So it's used for uh, experiment tracking, hyperparameter optimization, model and dataset versioning. So you can use basically the direct notebook here. Okay, as I can show you. Can you show it? Can you see the any framework, TensorFlow, PyTorch, Keras, Scikit-learn, Hugging Face, XGBoost? Can you see it?
Yes.
So these libraries are basically basic. These libraries are pre-installed in the base framework, and you can use the notebook directly from here. I just show you.
We can just copy it to Python.
Yeah. No. You just click here. Try a live notebook. If you will click here, you will reach to the next tab, and you can directly do your code. Write to your codes here. You will get resources from this weights and bias. Okay, it's taking time. My internet is slow, that's why it's taking time. Otherwise, it's very fast. Okay, so you can do it things directly here. And other than this, okay, there are so many blocks here. As I just want to share this video with you. So this company has collaborated. With some bigger names in the market, just like OpenAI. Okay, let me share this. So let me tell you about this person. Na? This is Peter Wellington. Okay, he's the research scientist at OpenAI. Okay, I think all of you are aware about this company. Elon Musk, OpenAI.
Is it similar with Python code?
Yeah. Are you aware about it? Aware about this? Aware of, no. So this is one of the basically breakthroughs of breakthroughs of 21st century in AI domain. So this hand, okay, this hand is solving the puzzle basically. So as you can see, first of all, they did the simulations. Okay, so he is talking about the simulations, as you can see here. In simulation means, see what is simulation? It's the bridge between real world and virtual world. So if whatever you want to perform in real world, okay, you create the virtual environment and you perform something. Okay, and what is emulation? Replaced word. Okay, so these words are very common in computer science. So what they did, they performed the simulation. Okay, and it requires, what they are saying, it requires the very huge space of TPUs, just like GPUs. Google developed the TPUs, no? So they require very huge space of TPUs. So what he is saying, that these tools of weights and bias tools are very much helpful for performing these kind of critical tasks. So this is the highest point. Okay, so you can explore this platform. That's why I was just showing this video. Not only the resources are there, but as you can see, there are other resources. As you can see, there are so many latest articles. So these articles will be very much useful for you if you want to remain updated. Okay, what is happening in the communities, and then you can read articles. Okay, there are so many articles on the internet, but the source is not authentic. I can also write one article. You can also write. So what is the value? What is the authenticity? So authenticity comes when it either it gets published in some reputed journal or some good sources there. Okay, for especially for blogs. Okay, there must be some good platform. Medium is good, but anyone can write. There is no check of quality. Okay, and so this, but here is a check for quality. So whatever you are reading, either written by the experts in the domain, and there is quality check, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. So whatever you are getting, that's authentic. So okay, so that's authentic. Okay, so you can also hear, you can also look at the podcasts. Some webinars are there, tutorials are there. So these are the things basically that I want to share in the, okay, because we are interacting last time. Okay, this is the last lecture. That's why I want to share all the resources. So, okay, fine. Similarly, there are another champions in the market. Okay, as you can see, okay, now it's open. Collab research. This is the let's wait for a minute. I just want to show you something. Okay. Okay. I am not getting the point. Yes. Okay. So this is the, I have already shared this. Okay. Can you see this site? Okay. Lion Bridge. Okay. Yeah. So I just want to focus on another important point, that is the data. So I started from data and I want to finish at the data. So there are so many things related to the data. What is written here? So first point is the data collection. Okay. So how did you collect the data? For example, suppose you want to develop any project. So what will be the first task? To collect the data. Second, annotate the data if it's required for segmentation tasks. Okay. So these points are written, okay, here. So I will share this link. So read these points: how to get annotated data for machine learning, how to find data sets for machine learning, a survey on data collections for machine learning. So so there are 3 to 4 kinds of data. So let's pick the data example of the medical data. Okay, suppose you want to do something in the area of, okay, something in the area of liver cirrhosis. There is some disease called the liver that happens in the liver, that we call the liver cirrhosis. Okay. So what will be the first task? You will collect the data. Okay. So how will you collect the data? How will you collect the data? Either from the open source, or you will prepare the data by your own. So what is the problem with open source? What is the problem with open source? Everyone is working there. Okay. So you can use that data for your projects, but you can't do, you can't generate anything benchmark results. Okay. You can't get the benchmark results because that data is already there in the open domain. That's everyone is using. So you need to prepare data. If you want to do something fruitful, you need to prepare data. So while during the data preparation, there are different categories. Okay, there are different types of tasks. So the first type of task is segregation, data segregation. For example, in liver cirrhosis, there can be 2 kinds of liver. Okay, there will be 2 kinds of the healthy liver and the liver infected by the particular disease. So you need to design 2 folders, one for this, one for healthy liver and benign liver, one for the non-benign liver. So once the data is there, now what will you do? Then you can use then you can use the second layer of extracting the inference. So this is the one part of the problem statement. The second part is, suppose you also want to locate the region where the disease is actually happening. Suppose in the liver, okay, there may be certain portion or certain part where the disease is attacking the most. Okay. So if you want to label that part, then what you need to do, you have to perform the first line is written here, na? How to get annotated data for machine learning. Then you need to perform the annotation. Annotation means you have to label the, you have to basically specify the part. Na? This is the image, this is the healthy one. If this image is non-healthy, this part is affected. Okay, so this is the reason of interest. Okay, are you getting the point? So you need to segment data up to the next level if you want that kind of output. Further, if I complex the problem, if I make the problem more complex, if you want to visualize the problem in basically 3D, that part, suppose there is some kind of tumor in the liver or some part is highly infected, you want to visualize that part in 3D so that doctors can do the surgery with high ease. Suppose this is the problem statement, then you have to prepare the data accordingly, because you need visualization in the end, na? So you need to prepare the data accordingly. So data preparation is a very challenging task in itself. It depends what you need, right? Any question? Hello?
No.
Hello.
Okay. So to perform this task, there is one software. I just, let me show you. Okay. So you can see this resource. Okay. So as you can see here, okay. Yeah, this is the tool. As you can see here, Suppose football players are here, they are playing in the ground, and you want to take the video feed and want to label who is person, who is dog, okay, where is the football, where is the hockey, where is this, that. So you need to create these kind of boxes and want to signify, want to tell the program, this is that, this is that, this is that. Then only program will learn accordingly. So this is the tool basically. You can do it by using this tool. So I will share this with you. So what kind of output you get? Let me show you.
Detection the object, why not using the YOLO?
Yeah, what are you saying?
For detection object, maybe can you use the YOLO?
Yeah, correct. You are very correct, Mr. Gunwan. You are very correct, yeah. So yeah, YOLO. So these are the tutorials basically, okay. You can see how to design. There are so many tutorials you can see. So like this is the tutorial, okay. As you can see here. So there is git and everything is there. So I will share this, okay. So I will share this. So you can directly refer it from this point, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Ankur.
Okay, yeah. So these are the resources basically at the level of data. These are the resources. These are the requirements in the industry basically. Okay, at the level of data. So most of the industries are either working in there are 3 to 4 areas. Okay, one of the major area is the classification. Okay, either they are classifying the faces of classifying intruders. They are classifying some activities from the video, just like is there any kind of fighting in the premises or something like that. So computer vision, I can say this is one of the area. Most of the startups are working in this area, okay. We call it image analytics or video analytics also. Few startups, okay, a few, not only few, but a majority of startups are also working in the area of NLP, okay, natural language processing, where they are designing the chatbots. They are doing the basically document parsing, etc. So few companies they are using the basic machine learning, okay, for decision making, just like American Express. I think all of you know about this company. Clicks Capital. This is another name. Branch X. There's so EST Switzerland. There's so many companies. Big companies are already there. I am not talking about Google, Microsoft. These companies will remain there. Okay. Making part. Okay. That is derived from the machine learning. And some companies are working, as I said, in NLP. So have you heard about the RASA? RASA, R-A-S-A. RASA. Did not hear about RASA. RASA is very much popular. Let me show you. Can you see this?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Ankur.
So if you want to build any chatbot for website, it's very common. For banking website, for e-commerce website. Okay. So you can take help of this framework. Now the version 2.0 is out. O version was there at that time. Now 2.0 is there. So this is very big community. Okay, they are providing support. So this is one way to just use the Python framework and provide your FAQs, and it will directly, everything will happen in the backend and you will find the effect. But if you want to do it from scratch, then some deep, if I talk about Google, Microsoft, Facebook, the big company champion in this domain, NLP. Okay. If I talk about voice and reinforcement learning, then OpenAI is the champion. If I talk about the gaming, then DeepMind is the champion. Health analytics, then again DeepMind is the champion. So it depends what is the problem nature, what is the nature of the problem. What is the nature of the problem? So I am talking in a very broad aspect today. Okay. So it's just the this lecture is just is all about the possibilities. Okay. So I am just talking about the possibilities. So you need to explore the possibilities. If you want to do anything in AI space, okay, so I can assist you. There is no issue about it. So further, this is, I am talking within the space, okay, the possibilities within the space. But if I merge this with cloud IoT, there are some other domains, then you can have some better effects. Okay. So you can move towards the robotics. You can pass with great interest by industry experts as well as the researchers in academia. So I will suggest to explore the possibilities in AI, okay, and try to integrate it with other domain. Then you can have some edge if you move like that. Okay. For example, you want to have the banking. Okay, you want to design the banking chatbot. Then type this. Can you see my screen?
Yes, clearly.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
We can see it. We can see it.
Hello, Mr. Cactus Gunwan. Can you see my screen? So if I write this, okay. So there are so many codes, and because you are from industry, that's why I am generating the ping for you. Yeah.
Mr. Ankur, and in Indonesia, using the kata.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You are not audible. What are you saying, Mr. Gunwan?
Wait, how to type in the this one.
Mm-hmm.
In the message, I will send the URL kata.ai.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Pak Ketut send you.
So this is the basically
in the chat, Mr. Ankur.
Yeah, I will. No, I will share in the group. Are you in the group?
Oh.
I will share in the group. Okay.
We are all in the same group, Mr. Ankur.
Okay, sure. So I will share this code. But everything comes to a common point. You must have the knowledge of Python. Otherwise, this code will you can't do anything with this code. Na? You need to modify this code, and you need to integrate. You have to create the API and the deployment in the cloud, and then you need to integrate with your own web apps. So for this, you must have the good understanding of deployment as well as the Python first. Then at the second level, you must have the knowledge of deployment. So once the API, you have deployed API on the server, then you can call it either from any app or from any web application. It depends what is the requirement. Okay. Code with you. Okay, that's all from my end. Okay. Because I think this much is sufficient if you did this much of research and experimentation. Okay, you can create so many. How was this lecture series?
I think you have a bad connection, Mr. Ankur. Your sound
Am I audible?
is not clear. Yes, already.
Hello? Can you see me?
The internet is delay.
Unstable.
We
connection.
can see your
You can see my
Unstable
face
internet.
now. You can see my face now.
Yeah. I can see you.
Clear. Very
Clear. Actually, I am in the hilly area. Na? Yeah, I am in the hilly area. So nice to see you all.
Yeah,
nice
we can
you all.
see you. We can see you.
Nice to meet you.
Great. Nice to see you all.
very much knowledge.
So it was nice. Okay, nice. Because there is the. Okay. So the boundary. So let me tell you one point. Okay. Let me finish here. Okay. So there are so many things in AI. Okay. So I cannot finish in 6 hours or 10 hours. Okay. So I will take some. I will connect with you again, and then we will discuss. Okay. With some another course title. I will connect with you all. And I am signing off with this notation. I hope that all of you will implement what I discussed in last 3 lectures. Okay. Okay. Goodbye. I will share all the links. Fine. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Alphabet Incubator.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ankur.
Udah live orangnya.
Thank you, Mrs. Arum.
Mr. Gunawan. Namanya Mr. Gunawan.
Bukan Ganawan.
Gunawan.
Gunwen.
Bukan Mas Ketut.
Gunwen.
Bukan Ganawan.
Gunwen.
Bukan Mas.
Udahan.
Pak Hendri mau masuk nggak nih Pak Hendri? Kalau nggak udahan.
Guys.
Suara di saya delay banget. Kayaknya internet saya kali ya.
Sama. Semua lagi delay juga.
Same.
Ini kayak dari apa? Zoom-nya.
Same.
Apa sih Ratna?
Delay.
Ratna Kumala.
Ya Rifan aja kalau gitu tiketnya.
Yes, Mr. Wensi.
Delay mulu.
Delay.
Udah selesai kan?
Yes, Mr. Wensi.
Udah ya?
Udah kali ya, Pak Hendri nggak masuk kali ya?
Host, gimana?
Berarti
udah ya?
Udah selesai ya?
Oke, bye.
Oh, dulu kali foto dulu.
Nice weekend.
Udah dikirim tadi fotonya.
Pak Dadang, udah selesai makan dulu.
Assalamualaikum.
Makasih.
Salam.